My name's Grant Herman, and I'm on two boards of area nonprofits in this region that have sort of conservation at the heart of their mission. First, the Alliance for Sustainability, that's interested in economic, environmental, and cultural sustainability. That organization is very intrigued by the mining process from the point of would it actually contribute to economic development in our region in a sustainable way? Is it possible that they could actually do some mining in our area without having a negative environmental impact that would do irreplaceable harm to the natural resources? Because that's never really been done before. You go to these mining areas and they're in bad shape, and there's not a great track record for environmental sensitivity. Culturally, would it actually enhance the communities in terms of community development, both because of the economic thing, but also because of the cultural thing? And because this new mine is proposed in the Upper Bad River watershed, will the impact of the mine have a negative impact on the Bad River tribe itself, because they live at the end of the pipe? So any problems that happen upstream are going to get magnified there, but they're not in an area to take economic benefit from it. They're only in an area to experience the consequences of either appropriate or inappropriate mining practices. And then there's another nonprofit in the area with whom I've been active in my previous profession as director of the Sigurd Olson Environmental Institute at Northland College. That organization is called the Bad River Watershed Association, and they are one of the best nonprofits in our area that has integrated watershed management with the people who live in the watershed. So how do the health of our streams and rivers affect the people who live there? And so they've had a wonderful kind of citizen participatory process trying to upgrade the quality of the water with volunteers and landowners in the watershed. Now, because the upper part of the Bad River includes the communities most likely to be impacted by the mine, they're very concerned about the cultural and economic integrity of the people who live in the watershed. It's a very complex watershed. It's huge. There's many sub-watersheds: the White River, the Marengo River, the Potato River, the Upper Bad, which is this little network of streams that come down to form what we know as the main Bad River. And all of those things are at risk when you take on a mining operation of this magnitude. So from my perspective, the likelihood that the resource there is going to be damaged is very high. It's almost impossible for them not to have just a huge impact on the natural resources. So that makes me suspicious of almost everything in the process, despite the fact that if the iron ore proves to be economically viable from a mining perspective, that for 40, 50, 60, 100 years, there might be some pretty great jobs there. It seems to me that most of the time when these mines come in, they kind of bring their own people for the best jobs because they know how to do it. And that's cheaper than training people around here to do it. So the local people tend to get the jobs that are the most difficult, that have the highest medical consequences, and have the lowest salaries. So I would really have to see that ahead of time guaranteed in writing before I would begin to believe it.